Rick and Kathy are here. The big guy is here. Claire's here. Wow. Hi, Dad. Hola, big guy, Rick Lewis. Wow. The Met House representing. Okay, well, you know. Nothing left to do but self-destruct, right? It's Tuesday. The day that time forgot. Even though it feels like Monday. I don't know why. There are many things that are unexplainable about right now, but I have my comfort shirt on, although I didn't wear any wacky under things. Yeah. Well, I figured that Karen Harris might be here and make some kind of comment about my choice of wardrobe. But nobody can take away my comfort shirt. This is the only night of the week I ever wear. I mean, this is the only time I ever wear this shirt now because it's mostly air now. There's more air than fabric left in this shirt. Trust me, I know these things. How's everybody doing? Hal Brooks taught me that. Isn't that cool? Thanks, Ma. Let's run through the mystery beverages, shall we? That's the rumor. Thank you, Tim and Demetra. And this one, I have one thing to say to my fine friends at the C&P Coffee Company, a place I cannot wait to get back to. One thing I would ask them to do in the time between now and when I go back, they need to make some left-handed mugs. If you know what I'm saying. We need some left-handed mugs. I mean, you know, come on. Otherwise, you know, you're manually profiling or something. Yeah, I'm kibitzing. I'm buying time. I'm trying to settle down a little bit here. Why, Bill? Why settle down? Let's get busy while we're feeling rambunctious. Big teeth, big horn, big daddy storm blows inland. Little baby cry, baby won't buy into his plan. What would appear to be the problem here? An unguarded eagle and a human tear. Step back, hitty rack, study the room you abandoned. For once in your life there were stripes on the sun. And once in your life there is a moment like this one. A moment like this one. Work, dream, air, stream, light up the room with your endings. Dry rot, stove shot, what is that stuff you are spending? Where does the money go and where is it made? While old Joe Average sips in the shade, runs like a bug through the system on which we're depending. For once in your life there are stripes on the sun. And once in your life there is a moment like this one. A moment like this one. Sick boy, lost toy, shut up, you don't have to tell me. I see the rise in the polls and the swelling repels me. Won't clean up what hasn't paid off yet. Does this sound like anyone that you've ever met? Maybe the one with the push button gun on the TV. For once Once in your life there are stripes on the sun, and once in your life there is a moment like this one, a moment like once in your life there are stripes on the sun, and once in your life there is a moment like this one, or this one, or this one. Well, there you go. There you go. Good evening. Welcome to Treehouse number 22. 22, count them. 22. 22. Where were you in 22? 22 isn't here yet. Where will we be in 22? Where will we be in 23? That scans better, sorry. You are back in the Treehouse, and let's do a parts inventory. Left hand, better or worse than last week? Well, remains to be seen. It's been kind of all over the map this week, mostly worse. And but about 3 days ago, I couldn't play that song, so obviously things have improved ever so slightly. And we're already being visited by none other than, yes, the one and only, and still number one, in my world anyway, the Hand. You're supposed to say hi to me first. Then the rest of the people.
Cindy's here too.
Cindy?
And Bill is saying, the Hand has a voice. And I said, the Hand has always had a voice.
The Hand has always had a voice. You need to catch up. Go back to Scub Rats. No, don't. I don't look good in Scub Rats. Things have only gone downhill from there. Who do we have? Jeff Steve, plus Heidi from Ojai? Hi, Heidi from Ojai. I like Heidi from Ojai. Yeah, I like that. If I was from Ojai, I would want to be named Heidi. Solar Bebop Scat. Thank you, Mr. Willem. Holly and Kim want their money back? No underwear? No, I mean, I'm not wearing a fancy tie-dye t-shirt like last week. I do have, I think that's what they meant. Linda Rosales, Mark Kenny, Mug and Mom. Mug is left-handed too. Okay, so we need 2 left-handed cups from the CNP. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you out, Mug. Tim Swiger, Val Sanford, Rick Lewis. From the Twin Lakes branch. What are you guys, camping or something and watching on a phone? What's going on out there? Claire Swiger, Alan Hicks, the big guy. Oh, big guy. I am so glad the big guy's here. That makes me feel worlds better already, Where was I in my tale of woe, my tale of personal woe? Anyway, I couldn't play that song 2 days ago, so things must have been improving. You would be amazed, and I've talked about this before, how my state of physical and psychological health changes during the day on Tuesday. It's very interesting. And I will say this, be glad that I'm not sitting down, because the arm is much worse sitting down than it is standing up, which is not usually the rule. And
Kendra Shank is here.
Kendra Shank. Oh, I should have dressed better. I shouldn't have worn my comfort shirt. Kendra, I'm only wearing this because I'm only going to wear this shirt until the election, because this is my comfort shirt. This is my, it's like I have it's like a personal assistance type shirt. Yeah, it's the only reason. I'm usually much more dapper than this. Ask anybody. They'll tell you. I'm usually much more well-dressed. It is, after all, a formal occasion. So the reason that I'm talking so much, and may talk even more, is I may not do as many songs tonight as usual, because doing one song right after another song has been difficult. Usually usually this arm is not a problem at all. It's this arm that's the problem. So, lovely. This one is still in that place where it feels numb and tingly and achy all the time, but when I'm playing the guitar, it feels good. This is the new one, the new arm. I just had it installed recently, and I think it's still under warranty, so we'll see what we can do about that. But this one hurts when I play. Hurts all the time. and hurts especially when I'm laying down, which has made sleeping very adventuresome. I have slept, but it's been like, 10-minute intervals. Did I miss Colette? Colette is here too? Colette. Wow. Hope he can stick around. Whitworth people. Man, so cool. And I got Rochelle is here. I went to kindergarten with Rochelle. And, in high school too. So I wrote down a bunch of songs thinking that I might be able to play some of these. And we're going to find out together is what we're going to do. And Joan is here. She's standing by. She has a part to play in tonight's show so that Tim will be pleased. He'll be happy. He'll be good. Have we seen any sign of Scott? Wow, Pam Boulding is here. Wow, Lynette. Jeez, this is a stellar group. Gee, that's high class grouping. Excellent. Well, I probably shouldn't play that one if Scott and Rhonda aren't here yet. They're probably just late. Yeah, I'm sure they're coming. So yeah, a little scatterbrained. I'm out there. But it's going to be a good night. I can feel it already. It's already a good night. It's been a good day. And all you guys are here. That's so cool. I just can't believe it. People keep coming back. Well, let me do something goofy, then maybe I'll be able to... Then maybe I'll settle down and I'll be able to decide what I want to do after that, Diane always likes this one, so...
Believe, and it's hard to deceive while the age of mystery is floating out to sea. No one escapes the clock on the wall, and how many repetitions till you've seen it all. You were the silencer, you were the victim here. It didn't matter what you thought or what you learned. You got a lot of it, it fascinates me. Once in a while I revert to childhood to see if magic's still a possibility. Sometimes it is, sometimes it matters, but how can it matter when it matters most to me? And yes, it bothers me, then I explode a lot. One little doubt turns into two, turns into three. You got a lot of it, it fascinates me. Up your phone book, tear all the M's out, make lots of pretty little origami men. Cute little names and cute little numbers, let someone try to call you antisocial then. And yes, it's criminal, the way they hounded you, as if insurance were the answer to your prayers. You got a lot of it, it fascinates me. And yes, it's criminal, the way they hounded you, as if insurance were the answer to your prayers. You got a lot of it.
Fascination, that one's called. From an album called Lifelike. Yeah, that's Bill Davie with Lifelike Hair. Remember G.I. Joe with Lifelike Hair? Come on, guys. G.I. Joe with Lifelike Hair? Bill Davie sometimes has lifelike hair. Sometimes, yeah. Okay, I don't want to use up all the stompers. Oh, maybe I've already used up all the stompers. Yeah. I know what I want to do. Excuse me. Oh, wait. Oh, stand by. Stand by there, hand. Don't get over anxious. Where do I get Joan situated?
An important message from Alan Hicks.
From the big guy. Did they change? Did they change what the word dapper means? This is the first sentence in which Bill and Dapper have ever appeared together. Thank you, big guy. I've known Alan. Alan's known me long enough to know that this is about as dapper as Bill gets. I believe that's the point he was trying to make. Yeah, better than I just did, probably. Here we have Joan. Joan is a fine musical instrument. And as I've said many times, Joan, at this point in my life, Joan is a little too much guitar. I need the more forgiving nature of Woody at this point in my life, especially with, when I'm having manual issues. But I wanted to play a couple of songs in double drop D, and Joan is already tuned that way, so I figured, well, for these ones, it might work. The only thing is, I think Joan's got a loose fret. If my friend Kelly is out there, Kelly, doesn't it? To me, that sounds like there's a loose fret somewhere. Only when I'm up here, like on fret number 6. But I think it'll work for our old friend, the man with the two-headed heart.
There's a man with a two-headed heart down there, standing by the road in his underwear. He's making quite a scene, but he doesn't seem to care. The man with the two-headed heart's down there. There's a man with a two-headed heart close by, looking out for love 'cause he doesn't want to die, pointing with his thumb towards the southern sky. The man with the two-headed heart's close by. There's a man with a two-headed heart I met, standing by the eaves so we wouldn't get wet. I don't know where I'm going, but I'll get there yet, said the man with the two-headed heart I met. There's a man with a two-headed heart outside. He's been there all day, but he hasn't got a ride. His thumb is sagging, but his smile is wide. The man with the two-headed heart's outside. There's a man with a two-headed heart in here. He looked a little lonely, so I offered him a beer. Says he's gotta go and the road is clear. The man with the two-headed heart's in here. In here. There's a man with a two-headed heart down there, standing by the road in his underwear. He's making quite a scene, but he doesn't seem to care. The man with the two-headed heart's down there, down there. outside. In here, in here.
There you go. Thank you, Joan. Man with a two-headed heart. Still trying to figure that one out myself. But, you know. Gosh, guys. Gosh. Oh, man. Okay. Well, as long as we're here. Cover tune for you from Mr. Eric Taylor, whom Heidi Muller introduced me to while we were at the Kerrville Folk Festival in 1999. She said, you need to go see this guy's set. He was playing on the main stage that year. And I've never forgotten it. I've seen him a couple of times since then. He recently passed away. But this song stuck with me. So I learned it. Took me a while to figure out how he played it. And I don't play it like he played it. I play it like I play it.
There's a fire out on the mesa, and I'm an innocent man. I'm just burning holes in the sand. I'm burning my back roads on a two-wheeled run. Gonna burn 'em again when I'm done. We used to burn like Atlanta. Oh, we burned like the lonesome many young girls' eye. Where's the fire? Hey, what's the matter? Two fires burning, burning one at a time. Well, there's a fire down on Scott Street in the pouring rain. Down on the corner, it's an 8-ball game. Well, he's burning his fingers, man, and he's burning his clothes. Somebody burned him, down he goes. He used to burn like Atlanta. Oh, he burned like the lonesome many young girls' eye. Where's the fire? Hey, what's the matter? Two fires burning, burning one at a time. Well, there's a fire at this hotel burning itself out. The only thing left burning here is coming out of my mouth. One flame's red, baby, and one flame's blue. Somebody get a fireman, get a fire into this room. We used to burn like Atlanta. We used to burn like the lonesome many young girls' eye. Where's the fire? Hey, what's the matter? Two fires burning, burning one at a time. We used to burn like Atlanta. Oh, we burned like the lonesome many young girls' eye. Where's the fire? Hey, what's the matter? Two fires burning, burning one at a time.
Eric Taylor wrote that tune. Yeah. Excuse me. Poetry break! Poetry break! Poetry break. I need to rest this hand here. Needs all the rest it can get. So, I'm going to jump around a little bit tonight. That's what we're going to do. I got 3 of mine. Then I got some other people. Other people. Yeah. There's room in here for everybody, right? Right? Poetry? Yeah, it's a big world. The thing I love about poetry is that there are as many different kinds of poetic voices as there are people writing poetry. You know? When I was first introduced to poetry, I thought there was only one way to write it. Funny. So we're gonna start with a poem that's got a little, you know, we could all use a little more, couldn't we? Especially at a time like this. I wrote this for the hand back in the day. Well, that day could have been this morning. It's called Finding My Way Back. Now that I am finally in love, my previous neediness has a defined shape. Fingernails grow more quickly and packages arrive on time. Has circumstance always affected things so? The mail, the bus schedule, the dentist appointment, all have good news in them when gazed upon from the balcony of love. This kind of intimate relation bends time around corners, reheats cold teacups, tells fortunes at the farmer's market for $1, and then gives the dollar back. In the mornings, after I'd told my tales to paper, I go back to bed and hold her. 20 minutes between the alarms, to feel her ribs expand with breathing, to feel her breasts compress against my chest, to run my hands across her warmth. This doesn't seem to bother her at all. In fact, she reciprocates, finding nerve endings I'd forgotten about. She ties knots in my memory so I can find my way back through various fogs of age and forgetting to the blaze of our continual beginning. Sorry. Read that better this afternoon. A lot of songs and poems seem particularly poignant in these isolation times. I'm surprised at my own emotional reaction to them sometimes. This one's called Reassurance. There will be another quiet time when our greatest effort is not being exerted and our grasp on what we have is not threatened. Rules change, people and places come and go, but there is a pattern here, a cycle, a circle, a tide, and somewhere a moon. Just because we are vulnerable doesn't mean we are doomed. Think of the Great Pyramids out in all that open, or again, the moon. Their persistent locations increase their exposure to threat, and also to our marveling at what holds them in place. That's called Reassurance. I'm only doing 3 of mine tonight. I like this one very much. This is called Like Rain. This rain won't wash us into the sea. Winter here is wet, not solid cold like my old home. That place shrank to a single house and a long road running to and from the job that ate me alive. Things are peaceful here. I am learning how silence has a grateful voice. I learn it new each morning when rain, puddling on asphalt or spreading across flat grass, stands to take a bow before seeping in to where it's needed. Here I can strive to be like rain, ready to take whatever shape I fall into, ready for the grace of washing into the sea. I think I'm going to give that one a Tim Swagger Memorial rereading. Tim had something to do with tonight's selection of poetry, by the way. He knows what I'm talking about. Tim has seldom, if ever, given me bad advice. And he's given me a lot of it over the years. I've given him a lot too. But he advised me. Like rain. This rain won't wash us into the sea. Winter here is wet, not solid cold like my old home. That place shrank to a single house and a long road running to and from the job that ate me alive. Things are peaceful here. I am learning how silence has a grateful voice. I learn it new each morning when rain, puddling on asphalt or spreading across flat grass, stands to take a bow before seeping to where it is needed. Here I can strive to be like rain, ready to take whatever shape I fall into, ready for the grace of washing into the sea. Okay. We're going to revisit Mary Oliver. Yeah. We read from a book called House of Light several months ago. I don't remember which one it was, which Treehouse concert. Probably 6 or 7. I could probably tell you. Way back there, after Donald Hall, before Philip Levine. You remember. I'm sure you have all those poems memorized by now because, you know, you guys are all A students, right? So, from Blue Horses, this is called The Country of the Trees. There is no king in their country, and there is no queen, and there are no princes vying for power, inventing corruption. Just as with us, many children are born, and some will live, and some will die, and the country will continue. The weather will always be important, and there will always be room for the weak, the violets, and the bloodroot. When it is cold, they will be given blankets of leaves. When it is hot, they will be given shade. And not out of guilt, neither for a year-end deduction, but maybe for the cheer of their colors, their small flower faces. They are not like us. Some will perish to become houses or barns, fences and bridges. Others will endure past the counting of years, and none will ever speak a single word of complaint, as though language, after all, did not work well enough, was only an early stage. Neither do they ever have any questions to the God. No. Neither do they ever have any questions to the gods. Which one is the real one, and what is the plan? As though they have been told everything already, and are content. Should I read that one again, just because I flubbed that last stanza? The Country of the Trees. There is no king in their country, and there is no queen, and there are no princes vying for power, inventing corruption. Just as with us, many children are born, and some will live, and some will die, and the country will continue. The weather will always be important, and there will always be room for the weak, the violets, and the bloodroot. When it is cold, they will be given blankets of leaves. When it is hot, they will be given shade. And not out of guilt, neither for a year-end deduction, but maybe for the cheer of their colors, their small flower faces. They are not like us. Some will perish to become houses or barns, fences and bridges. Others will endure past the counting of years. And none will ever speak a single word of complaint, as though language, after all, did not work well enough, was only an early stage. Neither do they ever have any questions to the gods, which one is the real one, and what is the plan, as though they have been told everything already, and are content. Mary freaking Oliver, man. Whew. Wow, she knew what she was doing. Ugh. One more of hers. This is called What Gorgeous Thing. I found this poem today, and then I was done with it, and my eyes just kind of wandered over to the facing page, and what do you know? Another gem. What gorgeous thing. I do not know what gorgeous thing the bluebird keeps saying, his voice easing out of his throat, beak, body in the pink air of the early morning. I like it, whatever it is. Sometimes it seems the only thing in the world that is worth dark thought, that is without. I'm going to start that again. Sorry. What gorgeous thing. I do not know what gorgeous thing the bluebird keeps saying, his voice easing out of his throat, beak, body into the pink air of the early morning. I like it whatever it is. Sometimes it seems the only thing in the world that is without dark thoughts. Sometimes it seems the only thing in the world that is without questions that can't and probably never will be answered. The only thing that is entirely content with the pink, then clear white morning and, gratefully, says so. Mary Oliver. Now we're going to go to a land of pure devotion. Mr. Gregory Orr, concerning the book that is the body of the beloved. It so happens that the back cover blurb was written by Mary Oliver. Concerning the book that is the body of the beloved is, as Greg Orr's work has always been, firm and definitive, as is the first step on a ladder. But this time his book has a new and thrilling dimension. What other poet do you know who would give his work such a title, ambitious and humble at the same time? He speaks now in these many short poems, which in their entirety are really one long poem, of mysteries, of those things, emotions, situations, mind and heart states, which are beyond the definitive. In earlier works he spoke of events that were applicable to himself, perhaps, and also to some other lives, but were not general. Here he speaks of the events that have no larger or more important rival in our lives, of our love and our loving, which is both general to us as humans and yet particular to each of us. Greg Orr is here a Walt Whitman without an inch of Whitman's bunting or oratory. Greg Orr is a gorgeous poet, and this is a gorgeous book. Mary Oliver. Concerning the book that is the body of the beloved. So it's one long poem. It's kind of like that Jim Harrison, Ted Kooser book I was reading from last week, which I'll probably read more from. They're little, multi-line episodes. Little, what did Bill Willem call them? Oh, what did he get? Sparks? Was that it? Can't remember. What did you say, Bill? Can't remember. What? I can't hear you guys very well. Okay, here we go. Rob Neisler. Hey, Rob. Linda Brieger. Hey, Linda. Monica Halverstadt. Wow. Kathy and Loris. Hope you had a good birthday, Kathy. Okay, I'm just going to read some of these in the best way I know how. Gregory Orr is a very effusive writer. Diane and I went and saw him read a couple of years ago. And wept openly. And he was reading from this collection. Or its sequel. I think he's done at least 2 sequels to this. It just starts like this. The beloved is dead. Limbs and all the body's miraculous parts scattered across Egypt, stained with dark mud. We must find them, gather them together, bring them into a single place, as an anthologist might collect all the poems that matter into a single book, a book which is the body of the beloved, which is the world. Who wants to lose the world for all its tumult and suffering? Who wants to leave the world for all its sorrow? Not I. And so I come to the book, which is also the body of the beloved. And so I come to the poem. The poem is the world, scattered by passion, then gathered together again, so that we may have hope. The shape of the book is the door to the grave, is the shape of the stone closed over us, so that we may know terror is what we pass through to reach hope, and courage is our necessary companion. The shape of the book is dark as death, and every page is lit with hope, glows with the light of the vital body. When I open the book, I hear the poets whisper and weep, laugh and lament. In 1,000 languages, they say the same thing.
we lived. The secret of life is love, which casts its wing over all suffering, which takes in its arms the hurt child, which rises green from the fallen seed. It's not magic. It isn't a trick. Every breath is a resurrection. And when we hear the poem, which is the world, when our eyes gaze at the beloved's body, we're reborn in all the sacred parts of our own bodies. The heart contracts, the brain releases its shower of sparks, and the tear embarks on its pilgrimage down the cheek to meet the smiling mouth. He dives right in, huh? Sadness is here too. All the sadness in the world. Because the tide ebbs, because wild waves punish the shore and the small lives lived there. Because the body is scattered. Because death is real, and sometimes death is not even the worst of it. If sadness did not run like a river through the book, why would we go there? What would we drink? The poem is written on the body, and the body is written on the poem. The book is written in the world, and the world is written in the book. This is the reciprocity of love that outwits death. Death looks in one place, and we're in the other. Death looks there, but we are here. By this point in the reading, I was weeping. Diane was sobbing, I think she remembered Kleenex that night. I'm pretty sure she remembered Kleenex that night. We both used it. The things that die do not die, or they die briefly to be born again in the book. Did you think you would see the loved one again in this world or in some other? No, that cannot happen. But we have been gathering, all of us, the scattered remnants of the loved one since the beginning. In Egypt, the loved one is not in the pyramids, but in the poem, carved in stone, about the lover's lips and eyes. In the igloo, the poem gathers dark hair of the beloved. All the poems of the world have been gathering the beloved's body against your loss. Read in the book. Open your eyes and your heart. Open your voice. The beloved the beloved is there and was never lost. Sorry. My mouth isn't working any better than my hand tonight. A few more of these because I just, you fall into this. So I highly recommend this book. And it's probably its sequels. I've got the first sequel, but I don't have the other ones. I've known grief. I don't take it lightly. Know how it gnaws your bones hollow, so you're afraid to stand up, afraid the lightest wind will knock you over, blow you away. But maybe the wind is supposed to blow right through you. Maybe you're a tree in winter, and your poem translates that cold wind into song. I want to go back to the beginning. We all do. I think hurt won't be there. But I'm wrong. Where the water bubbles up at the spring, isn't that a wound? I think there's, 3 more. How easy to give up hope. How easy to draw death over you like a black cloak. Cover your face, your eyes. Stand there like a dead tree,
I did that, claiming it was penance, claiming I was sorry I was alive after the beloved died. Who was I fooling? No one demanded I act that way, least of all the ones I loved, who longed to live again and could not unless I uttered their names, unless I told their stories, unless I felt in my own bones how much they loved the world. The river has a single song, which is itself. The tree has a song, the bird also. The heart knows all these songs and a million of its own. Neither the river nor the bird can write. The tree moves its branches against the sky all day, as if it's thinking about inventing its own alphabet, but nothing comes of it. So it's still up to us. We're supposed to bring them into the book, make a place for them in our poems. The world comes into the poem comes into the world. Reciprocity, it all comes down to that. As with lovers, when it's right, you can't say who is kissing whom. Gregory Orr, concerning the book that is the body of the beloved. The second one is called How Beautiful the Beloved. And then there's another one, at least one other one. I should have done my research. I didn't, I'm sorry. But Gregory Orr, also published by Copper Canyon Press, right up the road in Port Townsend, along with W.S. Merwin and Jim Harrison and Hayden Carruth, countless other amazing poets. Yeah. All right. I'll try a few more songs here. Yeah. This body stuff will clear up and I'll be even more peppy. Yeah, we need that. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I want to play this one for Diane. This last week was the 1-year anniversary of Yvonne Schulstad's passing. And Yvonne was the impetus for this song, along with Diane, a couple of other friends. It has a lot of currency right now, and maybe what we could do, if you got a glass, we'll raise it up. We'll raise it up for Evelyn Yvonne Schulstad. We'll raise it up for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Come on, Bill. Take 3. They're cheap.
Raise your heart from the floor of death to a lasting picture, to the final breath. The way she turned when the lamp was lit, to how you stood by and weathered it. We fall together when we fall apart. Is there a reason to raise your heart? Raise your heart. Raise your heart from the aching day to autumn's colors as they blow away. From blowing pages, spinning clocks, the fall of water onto fallen rocks. They fall together when they fall apart. To each a season, so raise your heart, raise your heart. Raise your heart from a cage of bone to a breakfast table where you're not alone. From passion's moment, a wealth of blood, a tear of feeling, and then a flood. It falls together when it falls apart, each new beginning. So raise your heart, raise your heart. It falls together when it falls apart, this new beginning. So raise your heart, raise your heart, raise your heart.
I should have included Janet Marlene Hicks in that toast. I know there's a long list of names. Let's include them all. 200,000 names. Well, okay. Oi. Oi, people. Oi. Oi. Well, so that I can rest my hands. Hey, kids! Time to look into the ICU2 TV set. We got some birthdays this week. Yes, we do. Today, Deb Seymour. Happy birthday, Deb. She's celebrating her birthday today. Holly Tuttle. I got a bone to pick with Holly Tuttle. She snuck her birthday in on Sunday. Didn't tell anybody. I just happened to go past her Facebook page, saw people wishing her happy birthday. I was like, wait a minute. She's one of those people. Happy birthday, Holly. And Kim, thank you for being here. Chris Broderick had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Chris, and the kids, and the whole family. Vicky Martinez. Chris shares a birthday with Vicky Martinez, late of Tacoma. I got to interview Vicky something like 3 times when she was playing in Chelan, and she'd come to the radio station. We'd do an interview. Who else? Thursday, Wendy Joseph has a birthday on Thursday. On Saturday, Christy Coughing, the proprietor of the fabulous Black Dog Arts Cafe in Snoqualmie. Christy, happy birthday coming up. Can't wait to be back at the Black Dog. And I told Mike I would make it to the open mic one of these weeks coming up real soon. Let's see, and next Monday, there's like 42,821 birthdays. Of course, there's probably more than that, actually. But we got Sam Maynard, old Victory Music guy, Sam. Karen Maloche, who I used to live next door to when I was a little kid, back on South 18th Street. James Lindsay has another ancient Victory guy, has a birthday on Monday. Rick Civitanich from Mason Junior High School, Stadium High School. Rick. Larry Klein, former bassist for the Phobes. Yes, the band that I played with, also the bassist for Jim Page's band Zero Tolerance back in the day. Larry Klein, excellent bass player. Scott Katz, local singer-songwriter guy of some renown. And Allison Swiger is also having a birthday next Monday. So happy birthday to all you guys who are having birthdays this week. And I know I missed some people because it's hard to find out. I don't have that much time for research. I should put Diane on that. She's better at that stuff than I am. So there you go. I had a birthday in 2017. And somewhere in November of 2017, I became older than my dad, which is an interesting state to be in. So my dad died 99 days shy of his 60th birthday. So I did the math. Sometime in November of 2017, I became older than my dad. And I've been that ever since. Wrote a song about it. But Donald Hall wrote a poem first called The Day I Was Older. I stole the title from Donald Hall. I've done that before. Here's the song with apologies to Donald.
The day I was older, I thought about Dad, his cartoon faces and the talks that we had. I picked up this guitar and played something sad, and that was the day I was older. The day I was older, I called my best friend. We spoke of our history and how it might end, and all the love letters that we'll never send. And that was the day I was older. We don't talk enough about grace anymore. Our gratitude sleeps in a box by the door. We shop to feel better and live in the store, and fellowship keeps getting colder. The day I was older was all in my head. I counted them down and I colored them red, then wished like the devil there was more to be said. But that was the day I was older. We don't talk enough about grace anymore. Our gratitude sleeps in a box by the door. We shop to feel better and live in the store, and fellowship keeps getting colder. The day I was older. The day I was older.
There you go. The day I was older. Now, I've been working on songs. I've been working on old songs. I've been working on The Man in the Dead Machine, which is another title that I stole from Donald Hall. And I've been working on Old Dragons Passing Over, which is a really old song. And but the hands, the hands got to be operational before I can try those. I'm still practicing them, but my hand keeps falling off the neck of the guitar halfway through. Yeah, that's why I had to get this one replaced. And now I got a bum replacement, so what are you going to do? Like I say, it's under warranty. I got it around here somewhere. Hope I signed. Did I fill out the warranty card? Yeah. Did I register it online? Where's the serial number? I'll find it later. Thanks for helping me survive another one, folks. Here's something for all of us old folks. The AARP song. You get to sing on the last verse. Don't forget. picked this one because it's simple. I didn't think it would be that painful to play. My mom likes this song too.
We're getting shorter, we're getting wider. No, we're not fatzos, we're only older. We've got no fashions, though we've got rock stars. We aren't dead yet, where will we go? We're educated with lots of skill sets. We still work real hard without a pension. We don't appear on corporate websites. We aren't dead yet, where will we go? We built the roads you drove into work on. They're looking crumbly, maybe we could fix them. Our greener pastures need irrigation. We aren't dead yet, where will we go? Ouch. Ouch. We are your fathers, we are your mothers, your aunts and uncles, your parents' cousins. We cook the food for Thanksgiving dinner. We aren't dead yet, where will we go? You won't look at us when we wear swimsuits. You'd rather not hear about our sex lives. One day you'll be us, that's some small comfort. We aren't dead yet, where will we go? Okay, you ready to sing? I'll run through it once and then we'll do it together, okay? These are my people, I walk among them. I share their neck pains, their bladder problems. We could get louder, we've got the numbers. We aren't dead yet, where will we go? Got it? These are my people, I walk among them. I share their neck pains, their bladder problems. We could get louder, we've got the numbers. We aren't dead yet, where will we go? We could get louder, we could get louder. We've got the numbers, we aren't dead yet. Where will we go? We could get louder, we could get louder. We've got the numbers, we aren't dead yet. Where will we go? We could, we're not dead yet. We could, we're not dead yet. Where will we, let's do that again. We aren't dead yet. Where will we go? And again. We aren't dead yet. Where will we go?
You lived, Bill. You lived. I lived. Look at that. I lived. I lived. Yes. Who we got? Jeff Acorn. Ah, great to see you, sir. Thanks for all the great photographs. Shelley Posis. Oh, yeah. Hi, Shelley. Monica, John Daly, Kelly Murphy. Man, you guys make me feel like I'm doing something good. That's a nice feeling to have. So you guys are all doing something good too. Worthy of fireworks. So we'll do this again next week. We'll see what kind of new bodily adventure we're all involved in by then. Won't that be interesting? Interesting. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode of the Treehouse Concert. Okay? I'll be here. I hope you are too. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, big guy. Good night.